Real estate can look very different when your clients are professional athletes, from frequent moves to high-stakes investments. Joining us is real estate professional Jason Aldridge, who specializes in helping athletes navigate that unique market. Jason, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Of course. So how did you get into real estate and break into a niche like this, working with professional athletes?
It was an interesting start. So I used to work previously to real estate. I worked for an NFL sports agency. So I recruited the college athletes that were slated to go into the NFL. So I worked in that arena for quite a while. And after I stepped away from that, I jumped back into real estate.
Okay. Well, not a bad gig to have. Now, there are so many realtors out there. What do you do differently that others don't?
A couple things. First of all, I will get on airplanes, trains, automobiles, whatever I have to do to get to a different city to meet a client. Because a lot of these guys are buying in different states, different cities that they're unfamiliar. So I do things a little bit differently that way. Spend a lot of money, a lot of time on the road, making sure I'm serving them at a high level that they're not used to.
And what would you say are some of the biggest mistakes athletes make when purchasing real estate?
The biggest ones for sure are they over-personalize the property to where it's not resaleable to the general community. Then they often will overpay for a property because they don't let the realtor do their job and show them comparables, show them what they really need to be thinking about, because we've got clients that just bought a condo that came back to me a year later when I told him not to buy it. And he said, I shouldn't have bought the property.
And I'm just curious, where and how do you typically find new clients in such a specialized field?
Usually comes from three different sources. One is obviously the client, the player that's in the locker room talking about the services that we provide, because I do work with my wife. She's actually been a licensed realtor for 35 years. So she knows a lot, and we have a ton of connections on every level. So we get them from the players directly out of the locker room. We get them from their sports agents or their financial advisors.
That's wonderful. Okay, athletes move around a lot. How does it work when clients want to buy or sell in states where you aren't licensed?
Yeah, great question. What we do, we already have a vetted list of probably 2 agents in every major city in the United States. So we already have those co-op agreements in place with them. And so when these guys are moving, whether they're doing leases, whether they're doing purchasing or investing, we've already got the agents vetted and lined up for them. But like I said earlier, when they do buy properties, I fly into town, pick up the client, get them to where they need to go, see the properties, and move on from there.
Wonderful. Well, Jason, what a cool job. Thank you so much for giving us a look inside this unique side of the real estate world, and we appreciate you joining us.
Of course. Thank you.